All right, a Zamorano just opened today. Oh, I'm trying to kind of pollinate it, but then I just saw this bee flew in there. Well, you're lucky to get to see this big black beetle flying in there. So I'm gonna let him finish his business. He's like, I don't know if he's gonna help me out. Like, he's just frolicking in there. Ooh, he's having a good time. I'm trying to brush some of the pollen, and then you see the stigma sticking out right there, waiting for some pollen. Well, I don't want to bother this guy. Maybe I'm gonna have to do what I gotta do, right? Where'd he go? Oh, he's just like frolicking inside and just enjoying his good old time, but I don't think he's like helping me out at all. Well, I'm not gonna wait and do for whatever. But here's a brush. This is just a little painter's tiny brush here, so I'm just gonna use this. I'm gonna get a little bit of dust off some of the pollen right here, and then I'm just gonna put it into the stigma just like that. So let's see, I guess my big hand just blocked the way, so there you go. That's how we pollinate this Zamorano. Zamorano is a self-pollinating plant, so they can use its own pollen. We don't have to cross-pollinate it. And then you see the flower right now. You see one that just went out. I pollinated that one, so it's looking good. When I say looking good, I'm talking about this piece right here that it stays in the green color. If it's starting to turn yellow, then that means that the pollinating didn't work. And here's another one that's that's going forward. The color looking good too. In fact, the flower part got dry. I pulled that off, and it's still staying green, which tells you that this still is gonna become a fruit eventually. So that's a good sign. As opposed to some of these things, here's a American Beauty. You see how it's all yellow right here? It kind of got yellow all the way down here. It's got to be staying green like these guys in order for it to become a fruit. Once it's turned yellow, in fact, I'm going to show you, it gets wobbly. See, it gets very wobbly. If I just twist a little bit, pow, it will pop off probably. See, it pops right off. This piece already dried off. That's why it's turning yellow. So this guy's a no good. So it's a little disappointing, right? When you see these, I mean, you're gonna see all kind of plants that's not gonna make it. Just like here, my black dragon. I think they call it black African, but I always call it black dragon. See, it's turning all pink down here. It needs to stay green, kind of like this guy right here. So we'll see if this guy turned into a fruit or not. I pollinated this one with his own pollen, so hopefully it will stay green. When this dries all up, it needs to be green to become a fruit. But once it becomes all pink like this, it's like, look at that. I barely touched it and it fell right off. That means it aborted, right? I guess that's the term that people use. It's called abort. But don't let these kind of disappointment, set you back, because it happens. And yes, don't quit this hobby.